Welcome, all sports fans, everyone across the nation. This is another episode of Uneducated Sports Talk. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, and we're going to break down, probably, in my opinion, the greatest all star game played. And before you get to saying, well, hold on, what about the men's all star game? Wait. This one, first of all, shout out to the ladies, man, for putting on a great show, not for just us, but for the future players. All eyes were on them tonight, man, and they showed up and showed out both sides. Team USA and Team WNBA. Only one should win this game, and it was Team WNBA. They won by a score of 117 to 110. But we're going to break down how this all came to be and why it was played the way it was played. So, there's a reason why this game was so competitive, but I want to give a shout out to all the Team USA ladies, Team WNBA ladies as well. They went out there and put out a great effort, and it showed, and it put a big ass smile on my face from start to finish. I actually called the game on my channel, and I loved every second of it. And this is my first women's All Star game I watched from start to finish. I've watched two others in the past, but it was like spot on, looking at it, changing the channel, looking at it, probably leaving. This one, I was glued to it, invested from day freaking one or from the opening tip. How about that? But let's break down why it was so competitive. And you got to go back, right? You got to go back a couple years ago. Let's talk about Enrique Gumawale, 2021. They had the Olympics come around because of 2020 COVID. They shut it down, so it was 2021. And my girl said, "I want to be on the All Star team, or I'm sorry, the Olympic team," and they denied her. And she was arguably one of the most fascinating players even today. Enrique is was known as probably the next Kobe Bryant while Kobe was still living. He had kind of gave her that honor, like you can be Mrs. Mamba, at that. So she felt very slighted. They had the Team USA versus Team WNBA back in 2021, and in that same All Star game, Enrique Iguodala scored 26 points and was called the MVP. All right. Well, now you get this phenom named Caitlin Clark, who is taking the world over by storm, not only in her college, but also her first year. But also, we have Angel Reese. So those two together create this just crazy atmospheric energy for women's basketball. And now there's so many eyes. But in my opinion, instead of the old heads thanking them for at least bringing eyes and attention towards our sports, the old heads were like, no, we don't care what kind of attention you guys are going to bring to the sport. We don't like y'all because we deserved that attention. And when I say old heads, I mean Diana Taurasi. We all knew about the statement she made towards Caitlin Clark, whether it was vindictive or not. She was saying, well, she's going to get a rude awakening. Reality's going to come to her, and she's not going to do the things she did in college, which is true. That is very much true. But for Diana to say that in a public platform, it almost felt like people thought she was hating on Caitlin Clark. So I could see it go both ways. But in reality, she was also telling the truth. You're not going to score 35 points per game in this league. You're just not, right? Not like you did in college. We get that. And then as far as Asia Wilson, Asia Wilson has this, and she is the best player. She is the best player in the WNBA. There's no argument about that. Asia Wilson is the best player, right? But she went out of her way and basically said, I don't like the attention that Caitlin Clark is getting because I should have been getting that attention. And I've always said this. Asia Wilson is the best player, but her style of play is not what people are attracted to. Caitlin Clark's style of play is what people are attracted to. So that's the thing. So Asia Wilson made it more towards us because she's white. And I'm like, nah, it's her skill set. If anyone was black, and this was Caitlin with a Y, not Caitlin with an I, Caitlin with a Y, You know, if this is a black female with the same skill set, she's getting just as much fanfare and love because of those logo threes, right? So that was the biggest thing. So Caitlin Clark came in here with the issues from the old heads, Diana Taurasi, the H. Wilsons, the ones that people look up to. Now, let's fast forward to obviously this year, 2024, and Enrique Ogumbawale, who was already shunned from the first Olympic team in 2021. She basically said this team has a hidden agenda, or maybe not so hidden. They say, you know what, we are down with the crew that we have already, and we are not even going to remotely try to recruit new people. And Enrique had a feeling that was going down. She basically withdrew her name from Team USA. And I never knew the landscape of it all until you dug deeper. And she's like, yeah, this team has a agenda. They don't want us, the young guns, in there. They want one last giddy up ride. If you see that Team USA roster, no one is over the age of, no one's under the age of 26, and that is crazy. Now, whether they, had Caitlin Clark or Ogumawale or not have them, they're going to win it all because they are going to be the favorites regardless whoever they play across the world. So you had that going in where Caitlin Clark was like, I want to be part of Team USA, but she had a feeling she didn't go to a lot of those practices, right? There is a kind of a journey to be Team USA. Caitlin wasn't part of it, but the people, the world, everybody wanted your girl, Caitlin Clark, on Team USA because it brings eyes all across the world. I always told myself, what would the female version of Nikola Jokic like? The female version of Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? I mean, come on, Nikola Jokic is a female. Like they're out there somewhere, but we just don't know. What is the female version of those? What is the female version of Luka Doncic, right? That's what we want to know, and that's what we thought. Maybe Caitlin going out there in 10 years, we have crazy international players coming out here and dominating as well, which could expand the WNBA. That's all we were saying about that. But it was literally, and especially from the head coach, Michelle Reeves, she was like, yeah, I don't want her. Nope. And she made it very clear. She did not care. She said, I'm not part of the process, the committee that puts the players on the team, yada, yada, yada. She could care less about not only Kaden Clark, but the rest of the young girls who were snubbed out too. And there are some big time names that were kind of snubbed out. Bonner from Connecticut is also another one who's very good. So that all came into play. Angel Reese now comes in. Her and Caitlin Clark, their rivalry, or whatever you want to call it, it is one of the best in the world. Maybe one of the best of all time. You're talking something like Magic and Larry back in the 80s, right? But it has gone to where now the fan bases are going crazy over it. And then Angel Reese actually has a great year. We knew Caitlin was going to be always the top person for Rookie of the Year, but we didn't know that Angel Reese's game, especially on the opposite end, because she's averaging a double double. I had a feeling her defense and her rebounding skill set would translate into the WNBA. I had no idea that her points she would maintain double digit points. I didn't know that, so that was shocking. But her doing that now, all of a sudden, she is an all star. 15 straight games with a double double, broke a WNBA record. Of course, she's going to be an all star. And it's cool because now you have the Team USA versus Team WNBA fix. So you have Team USA and they've got their girls. They're ready to rock and roll. And then Team WNBA was announced just a couple weeks ago. You're like, oh, snap. This could be awesome. Could be. Because now you have all the stories are kind of set in place about people being snubbed. Team USA has their own agenda. And you kind of had a feeling it was going to be this kind of game, right? More than just a regular all star game. But that's not even it. The WNBA a week ago called Cheryl Miller, in my opinion, the GOAT of women's basketball. Shout out to Cheryl Miller. But they said, Cheryl, can you coach Team WNBA and do it for free? Because Cheryl said she didn't get paid no money, man. She didn't get paid no money. But I'm pretty sure without any hesitation, she said, hell yeah. And she said, I was really fired up to really do this until I realized my team, aka Team WNBA, wants to beat the brakes off of Team USA. Wants to beat the brakes off of them. And I was like, when I heard that the day before yesterday, I was like, yeah, that is what I had a feeling was going to happen. Now, Team USA knows we're going to be going, to Paris in a couple of days. This will be the best tune-up we can have right now against the greatest competition of all women's basketball. Team USA says, you know what? We're going to come out there and we are going to play Team USA style of basketball, which means we're playing to win. We're playing to dominate. And that is all Team WNBA needed to know. So now you have Caitlin Clark snubbed, Angel Reese trying to make her mark in the WNBA as a top person. Arike Agumbawale snubbed not once, but maybe twice if she decides to go back in there. She has a certain issue with Team USA. All of a sudden now, you have your storylines on top of Asia Wilson and Diana Taurasi not showing love to Caitlin Clark, right? The head coach herself, Cheryl Reeves, we knew about her agenda. She just doesn't care. I don't care that these girls did not get picked on our team. So what? But the F it attitude, right? The I don't give a damn attitude, that's where things kind of got okay. Is it that serious you really don't give a damn? Well, now you've got so many stories taking place. You know this is going to be that kind of game. But it almost wasn't. I want to give a big shout out to Nika Ogumake. Nika came out there, 8 massive points in that first quarter. You almost felt like she was trying to go for MVP. And if she wasn't on that team, because mind you, Agumake is a veteran in this league. Been there, done that. She's won some championships as well. She knows what it takes to be, a champion. What am I getting at? These young guns, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, right? They probably would have came to the game and said, we're trying to have some fun because I heard it out of Caitlin Clark's mouth. I just want to have fun, right? And they were saying, we want to have fun and we're going to go ahead and just play our game and whatever. Team USA had a whole different agenda. We coming to dominate. Shout out to Nika Ogumake. She said, look here, young blood, young girls, young women. These girls from Team USA, they are out for blood and they're out to embarrass you guys. Shout out to Ogumake for going out there and balling out and setting the tone for the entire game. She set the tone. And I knew it would have took a veteran to do that because these young girls probably weren't going to do that. But once she went out there and really balled out in that first quarter, you knew you had yourself a ball game. Very competitive from start to almost finish, honestly. Halftime score 54-52. But you knew that Asia Wilson was coming up the ball. Diana Taurasi scored the first three of the game. The crowd went crazy. Phoenix, Arizona was, 16,000 plus filled up. You could feel the energy, right? Because of all the storylines, because of all the drama, because of all the cattiness, because of the pettiness, whatever you want to call it, it is good theater. It is good theater for everyone to watch, and we had our eyes glued to this game. And from the start, Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, you knew they were about that life. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're coming to dominate. We're coming to dominate. And I apologize, y'all. I think the final score is 117 or 109, not 110. But it's all good, though. It's all good. Don't no need to change it. I'm not embarrassed at all. But still, it was dope to see that. It was dope to see that it was a massive competitive game from the start. A tune-up game for Team USA and Team WNBA. I'm be honest, they are faster, younger, and their legs work more than Team USA. That's why they won this game. Their ability to run up and down the court nonstop really gassed out Team USA, in my opinion. In my opinion. Now, first half score, USA's on top by two, 54-52. But my goodness, that third quarter came in, and shout out to Enrique Agumbawale. My girl had a big donut in that first half. Not a net nutter, nothing. And then all of a sudden, that second half, did she show up and show out? She scored 34 points in the second half alone. The most points in one half, well, the second most points in one half in WNBA history. That is crazy. She went out there and really, you could tell she had an agenda of her own. Damn these girls. And shout to Cheryl Miller, because Cheryl Miller, I was told Enrique, baby girl, play your game. Shoot that tang. We need you because you are the hottest shooter in this game, pretty much. She is one of those girls when she goes off, her and Jewel Lloyd, they're the two. If they get going, I mean, it's almost like fire. You can't stop it, man. You cannot stop it. And Enrique went off in that third quarter, 21 points, went off in the fourth quarter, 13 points, and she ultimately was the Team WNBA best player. But of course, everything aligned itself. Caitlin Clark was one assist shy of the record for most assists in an All-Star game. She already broke the record for most assists by a rookie in the All-Star game. But that's not it, though. Your girl, Enrique Ogumbawale, the most points ever in a WNBA All-Star game with 34 points. And of course, let's not forget Angel Reese, her debut, double-double. That's right, double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds. And those three were the catalyst, right? The catalyst. Yes, Caitlin Clark did not get her shots, and she's only 2 for 9 from the field, 0 for 7 from the three-point line. But honestly, the last 2 or 3 weeks now, she has been so remarkable with the assists that honestly we want to see her keep with those assists, and she did that. 10 assists in this game, and let's show you the pettiness of Team USA against Caitlin Clark. Can I throw it out there for a second? They literally guarded this girl 90 feet just about the entire game. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. When they knew she was one assist away from Sue Bird's record of most assists in an All-Star game, do you see how many double teams and triple teams just so that she can get it out quickly to a non-shooter? And I was like, all right, this is real petty. I'm not mad at it, though. I'm not mad at it at all. I mean, do what you got to do. You don't want any records on you, although Ogumbawale was the one you should have been double teaming the whole entire time, if you ask me. But it all started with Agumake. When she came out with that tone, everybody else followed. Team USA was going to blow Team WNBA out the waters if it wasn't for Nika Agumake. And I am all for that. But everyone that had some sort of get back against Team USA did it. When you have Caitlin Clark, she got it back. And I promise you guys, 2028, the Team USA not only is going to have a different field of players, but I guarantee you a different coach too. Because if I'm the WNBA, I'm trying to tell Michelle Reeves, yo, lady, chill out with all the hate going on. Or maybe not. Maybe they like the drama, and maybe they like it. Just the level of pettiness, they probably respect it, and that's probably they're saying. But I guarantee you, 2028, brand new head coach. I promise you that. And of course, Brendan players, you're going to see Angel Reese there. You're going to see Erika Gumaway if she wants to. You're going to see Caitlin Clark for sure in 2028. They're going to be there, right? So all I'm saying is be careful what you wish for. Instead of playing the whole caddy game and being petty, if you're the old heads and you're wondering, well, where was our respect You got it now. And what I love most about Caitlin Clark and even Angel Reese coming to this league, not only are the eyes on them, but now while you're watching them, you can see every other phenomenal player. Alicia Gray, come on now. She won the 3-point contest and the skills challenge and did a damn good job in this All-Star game. She was a beast her damn self. So yeah, more eyes. Now you're like, who was that girl? She plays for the Atlanta Dream, right? Who's Brianna Jones? Who is Kayla McBride? She plays for the Lynx. There are more names now. You're like, wow, okay, I respect this now. And it was fun to watch. It was fun to freaking watch. I think Team WNBA for a one night day, for one game only, they can win any game. I think if Team USA played Team WNBA in a 7 game series, I think Team USA does win. I would say 4-2. I think Team USA does win a 7 game series, but for one night only, where all the stars aligned. Team WA got the win 117 to 109, not 110. You got because 109. Now that my memory's coming back to me, but they all got their get back. This was a competitive game from start to finish, and I, for one, believe this is the greatest All Star basketball game ever. Men, please take note. NBA, please take note of what it is to give just a little effort. These girls weren't playing 100%, but they were playing about 85%. The men, they mess around and play 20% and don't give a damn about you, your feelings, or your hard-earned money that you spent to watch these guys play a pickup game. No. So no one got hurt. No one was injured. No one got in a fight. It was competitive how we wanted it. Big plays from both sides. Brianna Stewart, shout out to her, 31 points. She balled out as well. Asia Wilson balled out. She had like, I think 20 points, 23 points, something like that. All I'm saying is both these teams came out there and showed great effort. But this was in the making to happen. It was in the freaking making, and I'm all for it, man. So happy that it came down to no this game, and it showed up and says, you know what, the league is in great hands. They're in great hands with these young women coming out here, and it's only going to get better through the college ranks and, of course, overseas as well. I got a lot more people coming in to show some love. Shout out to Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and especially, most importantly, well, no, shout out to Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Enrique Gumawale, but most importantly, Nika Ogumake. I'm telling you, if Ogumake does not do what she did in that first quarter, Team USA probably blows out Team WNBA. Just being honest, she is the real MVP. Although the MVP obviously went to Enrique Gumaway, and she was phenomenal. I mean, she was hitting shots like Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, whatever you want to call it, man. And she makes those tough shots look very easy. And I am so proud of this league right now. Very, very proud. And I know as it goes further and further, it's going to get better and better and more entertaining. So thank y'all for that, man. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. If you watched this entire time, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, y'all. Please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, and come join UST Nation. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, and we are out of here, man. Let us know in the comment, how do you feel about this game? And do you think this was the best ever or the greatest ever All-Star game played for the basketball, men or women? Let me know in the comments down below. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay educated. Peace. Love you, mama. Love you guys.